5 bourbons, 5 minutes. Single blind. Let's go. Hello, it's Nathan from the Bourbon Experience again, coming to you with another 5 in 5. This time with these lovely bourbons. Trying to pick my prediction on this one wasn't easy. PGA edition of Elijah Craig. Next with Michter's US 1, their small batch. Buffalo Trace, 13th Colony, 1792 small batch. That's my prediction. I don't know what order these 5 are in, but I'm going to go and start from my left. Very nice. Got a little bit of barrel. It smells like a classic bourbon, which, look at these 5. Duh. So that's starting off very nice. Buttery soft, very smooth, a little fruity on the front of the palate. Pulls back into a vanilla at the very end. Yeah, very nice. There's a slight bitterness in there at the mid palate. So, first place so far. On to number 2. Little darker aroma on this one. A dark caramel, maybe even slight molasses. The mouthfeel's not as good on this one. It's still very smooth. It does kind of have a nice softness to it. Still very tasty. Okay, so get a little bit of pepper on that mid to back palate. So it's a nice warming glass. But that mouthfeel, again, being a little bit thinner bourbon. So I think this one second place at the moment. Trace. Yeah, there we go. Maybe some butterscotch. Maybe that's what not vanilla, but butterscotch. Okay, so there's a sweet oak right there. It kind of hits mid-palate and goes into the back. Like I'm getting an overall kind of classic bourbon flavor, but this one's more one note than the other 2 have been, so this is going to sit in third place at the moment. Number 4. Boy, it's kind of getting a wood shop, but like a very sweet fruit. There's no kind of fruit element on the taste there. It does have kind of that sweet thing. Little bitter at the front of the palate. Good mouthfeel. Comes in, it fades that kind of sweet oak, kind of wood shop kind of vibe I was getting in the aroma. I'm still preferring the first 2, but I'm going to stick this one in number 3. Gives me just a little bit more than just the one note. Number 5. I'm getting a lot of vanilla out of all these, and that's kind of really what I would expect out of all of these. Very gentle, very smooth front to back. This one would be such an easy sipper. There's a nice soft sugary element coming into this. Get a little bit of that barrel, probably in the mid to back end of the palate, but not in the finish. But very nice. I'm going to stick this one at number 3. So there's our order after 1. Reset my palate. Back for round 2 now. I'm going to start again as usual with 5th place. It's amazing that 5th place smells this good. Almost the same. This has a sweetness at the front of the palate that actually still works, with that little bit of vanilla oak at the back. A little more complex, but what I'm getting though is, and I can't remember if this is the case with this one in the last round or not, a little bit of a mid-palate bitterness that's coming across a little bit stronger this time. So I'm going to shift and switch places with those 2. Back to number 3. Yeah, so very good. Nice and complete all the way through. A great mouthfeel. A nice light oak. Maybe a slight little bit of leather in there. It's good stuff. Alright, number 2. Has just this real nice light caramel note that's just kind of coming over, and that's gonna stay at number 2. So let's see how this fares. This one finishes a bit stronger in like the tannins. Is very good. Doesn't have a whole lot of sweetness. It's sort of neck and neck here. This is a good 5 and 5. Okay, I'm going to switch them. So that's our winner there. So let's see. Was 5th place correct? 5th place was definitely not correct. goes to Michter's Small Batch US1. Alright, number 4. So my 1 and 2s were actually 4 and 5. Now we're looking at Michter's and Elijah Craig as the 4 and 5. What's number 3? Number 3, I got that one right. Buffalo Trace at number 3. I'm going to guess that 13th Colony's second place and 1792 won it. So let's see if I'm right. I am not. So 1792 gets second place, and the surprise win goes to 13th Colony Small Batch. So there we go. Busting out preconceived notions almost every bit of the way. Just in terms of this moment, the blind, can't turn my back on these guys. They'll surprise you. Appreciate you watching. If you've got some ideas for some blinds that I might have up there on my shelves, love to hear it. We'll see you on the next episode. It's for all Bourbon.